A temple is a place where people perform their religious activities and worship their gods and perform other spiritual practices. For most religions like Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism, temples are very pious places. But some temples have some mysteries surrounding them, and especially looking at them sometimes gives you the vibe that, wow, this is very mysterious. You know, most of the mysteries involving these temples were based off of their construction. How did they build them like this? Either way, guys, welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and stay with me until the end to find out more about these mysterious temples around the world. So let's get started. At number 10, we have the Borobudur. This temple was built in the 9th century during the reign of the Sailendra dynasty, and the design of this temple follows Javanese Buddhist architecture. It is the world's largest Buddhist temple, by the way. And now this temple blends the Indonesian indigenous tradition of ancestor worship and the Buddhist concept of attaining nirvana. This temple shows the influence of Gupta art that reflects the influence of India on the region. Now, the monument is a shrine to the Buddha, and this temple is a place of Buddhist pilgrimage also. The monument leads pilgrims through a network of stairways and corridors that feature 1,460 narrative relief panels on the walls of them. Yeah, very magnificent structure here. Now, moving on to number 9, we have the Wat Rangkun. This temple is situated in Thailand in the province of Chiang Rai. Now, the Wat Rangkun White Temple is privately owned, and it's an art exhibit. It is constructed in the style of a Buddhist temple, and most tourists remember it as the White Temple of Thailand. The temple is owned by Chalamchai Kusipapat, and the building of the temple is, of course, white. The plaster is done with glass, and these glass pieces shone while the sunlight hits them. The white color of the temple symbolizes the purity of Buddha, and the glass symbolizes the wisdom of Buddha. The temple at number 8 leads us to the Sudagon Pagoda. This temple is situated in the Burmese city of Yangon, and this temple is said to be the oldest Buddhist pagoda in the entire world. The story behind this temple is that in ancient times, two brothers were traveling when they found Buddha under a tree. So the Buddha offered these two men a gift, and he gave them exactly 8 hairs from his head. Now, these young men, they took the hairs with them to their country, Sudagon. Now, the king of their country and these young men, they started building the Sudagon Pagoda at that time. Now, when the casket that contained the holy hairs was opened, well, there was a series of miracles that happened. Blind people started to be able to see, crippled people were able to walk, and at one point it even rained gemstones from the sky. Oh, imagine seeing that. Some archaeologists say that it took about 1,000 to 1,400 years to build, but legends also say that it took maybe closer to 2,600 years to build. Moving on to number 7, we have the Sri Ranganatha Swamy Temple. Did I say that correctly? I think I did. Well, this temple is situated in the southwestern state of Karnataka in India. Now, the temple is dedicated to Lord Ranganatha, and Lord Ranganatha is said to be an avatar of Lord Vishnu in the Hindu religion. There is a beautiful carving at the entrance of the temple, and there are ghats of the river in which people take a dip before they enter into the temple. Now, it is one of the most sacred temples devoted to Lord Vishnu, and many devotees from all around the world visit this temple every single year. Let's look at the Angkor Wat Temple at number 6. The Angkor Wat Temple is situated in the country of Cambodia. It was built between 1113 and 1150 AD, and it's situated on 500 acres of land. Emperor Suryavarman II gave the orders for its construction, and the temple was originally constructed and dedicated to Lord Vishnu, but later it was shifted from the Hindu center of worship to a Buddhist center of worship. Angkor Wat is a treasured Buddhist temple now, and the main attraction, Angkor Wat is a treasured Buddhist temple now, and it's the main attraction of the Angkor Archaeological Park. It is considered the gateway to the ruins of Angkor, and it's also displayed on the national flag of Cambodia, so you can see the significance of this temple there. Halfway in at number 5, we have the Temple of Heaven. This one is located in China. This temple is a collection of religious buildings, and these buildings were visited by emperors of the Ming and Qing dynasties. The Chinese emperors were considered to be the sons of God, surprisingly, so they performed duties on behalf of God. When we look inside, we see that there's a hall of prayer for good harvests, and the emperors prayed there twice every single year. Now, the circular mount altar is the most important part of this temple. The temple was opened to the public in the year 1988, and the temple is constructed on a large area, even larger than the area of the Forbidden City in China. Some of you history buffs may know all about the Forbidden City in China. Now, next up at number 4, we have the Prabanan. It is located in Bokoharjo, and of course, this is in Indonesia. It is one of the largest Hindu temples in the world, and the temple is dedicated to the Trimurti of Hinduism, which consists of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. The architecture of the temple conforms to Hindu architectural traditions, and the temple also reflects the Hindu conceptions in its layout. The temple was abandoned within 100 years of its construction though, but they never forgot its ruins. Restoration and research began in early 20th century, and before this, the temple played its role in Javanese folklore. So a whole lot of stories surrounding it. From there, we look at the Kailash Temple at number 3. It is located in Cave 16 of Ellora Caves in Aurangabad, and it is the largest monolithic rock cut structure in the world. It is carved out of a single rock from Charanandri Hills. It is one of the most exceptional temples in India, and with the amazing pillars and statues, this temple is an engineering marvel of history. It was constructed in the 8th century, and the temple is dedicated to the Hindu deity Lord Shiva. Number 2 leads us to another tongue twister, Jethavanaramaya. This temple is located in Sri Lanka and is located 1.5 kilometers from the Mahabodhi temple. At 400 feet, it is the 3rd tallest ancient structure in the world. The temple was built by King Mahasena. He initiated the construction following the destruction of Mahavihara. It is believed that a part of the Sastra belt tied by the Buddha is preserved here. And in this temple, there's a museum known as the Jethavana Museum. And most objects of this museum were recovered during excavations, such as carvings, Buddha statues, guard stones, jewelry, ear ornaments, and so many other things. Behind the museum is a beautiful Buddhist railing, which is a rectangular structure with 4 entrances in the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Now, we end this episode off with the Taksonglokkhan. It is situated in the country of Bhutan, and the Taksonglokkhan is the most mysterious temple and ancient landmark. The meaning of its name is the tiger's nest. Yeah. Now the temple clings to a cliff face 900 meters above the Paro Valley, and it was built in the 7th century. In 1692 to be exact. It is constructed in the cave where Guru Rinpoche used to meditate. And it's believed that Guru Rinpoche meditated here for 3 years, 3 months, 3 days, and 3 nights to subdue evil demons that were in it. And no trip to Bhutan is complete without visiting this temple. Now that brings us to the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was a look at 10 of the most mysterious temples of the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up, and also if this is your first time here at FTD Facts, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when new videos are posted. We post videos daily, so look forward to seeing you guys real soon in another episode. Until next time, stay awesome, stay educated, and I'll see you soon.